Okay, so last time you all decided, as you were traveling on your way back, trying to, quickly avert destruction, you found out the stuff from the bunker. You went and delivered. You got the rest of your map revealed. Also coming from Blue Gold, you separated yourself from the Dragon's network of things, correct? Got all that shit out of you, and with that finally traumatic experience over, and you both cleared, you need to get to Spiegel Grove in a timely manner because it will launch at some point. It's a payload, and you're trying to figure out a way to get there as quickly as possible before that happens, with 26 days remaining before it launches a payload somewhere. You currently have gotten your way into this area as you're trying to travel your way through the main road. You stopped on your way into Tempensky. Upon getting to Tempensky itself, the situation is separated with
Excuse
ghouls
me.
on one side and non-irradiated people on the other, divided by a wall of turrets. And there's kind of like a resource difference, and while there is a mayor on one side, he's not very helpful for the other, and no mutants. You can get mutants past the gate, but they're not taking kindly to you and probably going to shoot on sight. But you want to find a way to try to go through anyway. I believe. Am I leaving anything out?
No, I think that's where we had kind of left off.
Stop making fun. Stop making fun of me.
Trying to force our way through the gate anyways is new to me. I wasn't aware of that one.
We'll try to find a way in. So I think it was the thingy.
Ah.
Yeah, we just need to move through here. But yeah, and they said you and Jams wouldn't really be welcome. You still had some to do from what we had talked about, which I put in the chat there.
Mm-hmm.
That's for you. So you can go do that at that workbench, and I'll go try to talk to the guy. Also, you may want to look at the power or the water plant here, because doesn't the water plant here is probably you might be able to figure out something with the drugs.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to. Wait. Okay, there's water plants on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You need 2 hands to do one fishing rod. Can I have one fishing rod? Can I just have a fishing rod? Yeah,
I apologize for my background noise.
You're fine. It's called being a parent. So, what are you all gonna do?
Well,
All right.
You spoke to the governor, and from what I remember, it's been about a week and a half. Um, you spoke to the governor. The governor basically kind of told you, like, hey, I wouldn't mind helping you. We're okay on this side of the city, but you gotta go talk to the big man, the mayor upstate. And he's probably not gonna take too kindly to you. And whatever you think of this, missile business is out of my jurisdiction. pretty much, right?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, yikes. That's a big triceratops.
So yeah. I mean,
I guess you and Lena will have to go talk to people while me and Jams build stuff.
yeah. So Lena and I are going to try to go through the gate to go talk to the governor over here. And they're going to go they're going to go craft those couple of things that we needed to craft and but investigate the water plant. So whatever you would like to start with.
Okay, repeat what you said to me because my brain did not function.
Okay. So I am going to go to the governor's office
Okay.
on this side.
Yep.
Everybody else is going to go craft those couple of things and investigate at the water plant
One's easier.
to see if we can get some samples of the drugs and maybe figure out something to do about that situation at some point.
Okay, I've split the party with 2 tokens. Green one is for this side, and the blue one's for you. So, as you get in the car, and Sven, are you taking Lena with you?
That's up to her if she wants to come with me or if you want to go investigate stuff.
And do you want to take the car or no?
Virgil, do you want me to take the car or do you want me to leave the car here?
That's up to Jams. He's the one that usually drives us.
Yeah, you can take the car if you want. It's up to you.
Sure, I'll take the car. Lena, do you want to stay here? There may be stuff for you to look at here. My goal is just to talk.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay. So, Sven, you're taking the car, right? Or
Yep.
you lock in the car as you drive on forward with your little nuclear Chevrolet. The gates halt you as a robot says, "Halt. Scanning of metal vehicle. Scanning complete. Mutated. Creature detected. Please admit your blood sample."
Put that children on.
Sure. I give him a blood sample.
As you stick your finger out the car door, a pinprick comes over as it clips your hand and sticks a tube back in of a blood sample like up the vacuum tubes in a bank. And the connection tube connects. Your mutation is not fatal, ghoul, or super mutant. Non-detection. Allowed pass. Second level citizen clearance. Continue your day. Abominable flesh sack.
All right.
As soon as you enter past the laser gate, As all the turrets eye you as you go across, you see a very 1950s open town filled with all the best suburbs and places around, green grasses, decadent, perfect houses, a nice, clean sidewalk, and a road that is always shining, nice street lights. It looks like the 1950s have been sucked into this completely new.
All right.
Perfect home. People grilling hamburgers on the lawn, kids playing on the sidewalk. It is perfect 1950s. To the right of you, all except for the
You try.
some of the buildings which have white picket fences around them and look like they're painted to be from the 50s. To the right of you, you appear to see a very large building with a couple roiling smokestacks coming out of it. Down the street to the left, you see there is a hotel of sorts that says Rooker, as there's a guy taking a swig of his drink with a neon sign, like showing that he's sipping his drink, then putting it down, then sipping his drink and putting it down. To the very far left, you see there is a hydro plant called Hydrodocket, where there is a frog on a log who's sipping a glass of water. Down the road, past the other big building, there's a Whole Foods, and on the other side of the street, there's the governor's office. Kind of like circle around.
Okay.
The speed limit is 15 miles per hour. So you hit your cruise control and continue on. Correct?
Yep. Yeah.
To the rest of the party, what are you guys doing? On the other side of the fence.
Well, we need to go and find this workbench.
Remember, you know where it's at. You've already used it. It was at the shop.
You already used the workbench last time.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know where it's at.
Well, my character knows. I've forgotten.
Okay. Yeah, it's at the guard post. The glowing guard post.
Oh, okay. Let's here and do that then.
And we have all this tribal armor that we couldn't sell. So you should scrap that at the bench as well.
Okay. I guess I'll scrap that first.
Scrap it out and get your material. So you're gonna scrap them all?
Yep.
Okay. You get 25 leather and 15 metal, scrap metal. Oh, 30 of them. Sorry, whoopsie. That's 71 leather and 36 metal scrap.
Okay, got that recorded now. And now I want to make hand-loaded pistol rounds.
Okay. There should be a thing for that in the rule book.
Yeah, I see the components.
Ammo crafting, depending on it. So you have the thing for ammo crafting and then custom ammo.
A workbench is 2 times the amount. But my repair drops the cost to 1/4 and crafts 2 times the amount wherever I am.
So times 4 at a workbench, essentially.
I think it's still times 2. It's just wherever without the workbench, or with or without it.
Okay.
But I mean, it drops the cost to 1/4. So I mean, I can make times 4 the amount regardless.
Pretty much.
For these, hand-loaded is 8 primer and 10 metal scrap.
What'd you say?
Hand-loaded is 8 primer and 10 metal scrap.
Should be there. 8 primer and 10 metal scrap. You would pass your craft check, and because
Right.
it's ammo, you're rolling a 2d20 to see how much you made of ammo.
$2d20. Okay.
And depending on how many times you want to make it to make that check. So say if I'm gonna make a bunch of ammo, so it's like, okay, I have enough for 5 sets. So you would roll enough for 5 sets. That's 10d20, and then you're multiplying.
All right. Well, I have 146 primer and 191 metal scrap. And if I drop the components I use down to 1/4,
That means
That's-
that you have to do. Let's see, you're doing hand loaded. So 1/4 of an 8 is 2, and
2.
1/4 of 10 is essentially 2.
2.5, yeah.
So round down 2. So 2 primer, 2 metal scrap for a set for 2d20 to roll on.
That's a lot of ammo I can make.
You're missing it.
Right. For now, I'll just craft it 20 times.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be minus 40 to each of those. And that's going to be,
You're going to roll 40 d20.
yeah. Um, one d20 plus 39. Is that right?
No, you're gonna roll 40 d20.
Yes. 39 plus 1 is 40.
That's not what you said, though. You said 1d20 plus 39. Which would roll
Yes.
d20.
1 plus 39. That's what it says.
If you're
Unless
doing
I'm-
that if you're doing that add and subtract, that adds it to the number. That's a modifier. So if you say roll 1d20 plus 39 on that dice plus, it's going to roll 1 and add the number 39 to it, not roll 40 dice.
You got to click it
Okay.
40 times to roll it 40 times.
Okay. I didn't know that was a modifier.
That is a
I
modifier.
thought that was increasing the number of dice.
No, to increase the number of dice, you have to click it each time
I see.
to add another dice. Otherwise, it's just a modifier.
Back here because I want to welcome.
There we go. Here goes.
There you go.
Too many dice for the physical roll. So I
That's
rolled
fine.
435. Right. 435 rounds. And now we're upgrading Jams's Ripper with Deathclaw teeth, of which we have 7.
Okay. So you're breaking those down?
Mm-hmm.
What is the item specifically?
The Ripper?
Oh, you're breaking the Ripper down?
No.
No,
He's
no, I'm
upgrading the
mod-
Ripper.
Oh,
Yeah, modifying it with Deathclaw teeth.
did I say what it would do or no?
You may or may not have. It's been a while since we've actually gathered enough teeth to do it.
Yeah, we did like 1 or 2 of them. And then
He had a Ripper, and it broke right before we got enough teeth to actually do the mod.
Okay.
Creet's right. Oh, there you go. Here's my bone one. He just has a bone one.
Deathclaw Ripper. After doing the upgrade, your new effect is that each crit lets you cut off a limb
Magma
off that place,
snapper!
and then after cutting off that limb, you can then redirect the damage you just dealt to a different piece of armor or a limb. Every strike deals 1d8 bleeding, stacks to a max of 50d8. If you reach 50 on a singular target, they hemorrhage and fall prone.
Here you are, James. And how many teeth does that use up?
All of them.
All right. And I have 48 Deathclaw leather and 30 Deathclaw claws. I want to finish upgrading my Deathclaw gauntlet. It's already got 3 extra claws. I want to put the final 2 on.
Okay. Go back to what this does again. Okay. How many claws do you have on it?
That was 3.
And you want to max it out to the 5?
Yeah.
Do you want to stick more leather on it to reinforce it?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And you can use the bones that you have left over to make the claws bigger and try to morph it into something deadlier.
Cool.
It'll consume everything, though.
I've just been going on with the last thing you had us typed out for it.
I know, but you're
That
at
sounds
300
awesome.
repair right now, aren't you?
Right.
So do you want to use it all to try to make it even better?
Yes. That sounds good.
Okay. The Alpha Gauntlet. You have a 15 feet swing radius now. Only in front of you of 180 degrees within the radius. Your attacks pass through the targets and deal spread damage between all of them, and each target will take individually 5d10 bleed damage, with an additional 1d6 damage to each target that is in the sphere/radius. So if you're surrounded by, say, 5 enemies, and you move to look in front of you and get all 5 of them, and there's 3 behind you, so that 8 enemies total, the 5 in front of you are taking an extra 8d6 damage. Combined with the 5d10 bleed damage you do per individual hit of the target. That 5d8 is spread amongst them, so they're each taking essentially whatever that 5d8 rolls out to with the fist spread equally to them all. But, so say it ends up being 20 damage divided by 5, so they're each taking 4 damage within the bleed on top of it, of the 5d10 per person.
Jeez. My base damage with unarmed is 19 right now. That's awesome. Okay.
What's your chance to hit?
Shit and 2 turds. My unarmed is 92 to hit.
I mean, in one
I need-
level you can
I need
get
to
it
put more.
to 100.
Yeah, I need to put more points in it.
Now, I guess the question for Cactus would be, is this a D100 or a D200 weapon? I know some of the bigger stuff is D200.
This is a D200 weapon.
Yeah, need to get those numbers up.
Yeah.
I've got my main 3 up to 300. Wait,
Now,
what happened? Something happened. Something's not right.
What do you mean?
My science isn't 300 anymore. It's 296.
didn't some of your stats tank? No, your intellect didn't tank though.
Something got switched around because you're a
No.
ghoul.
Has to be it. Shit. I'll just have to fix it when I level up.
Do you lose intellect as a ghoul?
I'm at 12, so I'm my robber glasses put me over the threshold.
Yeah, you lost agility is what you lost. Okay. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. I'll just have to fix it with points. I can't think of anything else I need to clobber together. Those hand-loaded rounds, that's 2D whatever the gun fires, right?
What does it say?
It says 2D number sign extra damage.
Yeah, so whatever the gun's damage is it's 2 extra dice added to the pool. So if it was 1d20, it's now 3d20.
Okay.
got some cowfish meat being in the back.
All right. Jams, anything you need to take care of, Lena? Before we go looking at this water plant?
I think I'm good. Later, do you want to try and look around and steal shit?
I mean, I'm down to look for boxes and stuff.
Roll me investigation.
Ooh. 24.
Damn, that's a good roll.
Yeah, it was.
Why are you so
Excuse me.
picky?
What was your investigation?
24.
Okay, you search around and you dig through some trash cans and you don't really find anything of really worth. Just a lot of trash cans with like papers, cigarettes, a few other old things, nothing too special. This is kind of more like the slums of everything. Nothing too huge.
Okay.
Is there a kitchen here?
Not behind the work shed.
Ain't these fools ever heard of grilling out?
I love a good radroach steak.
The motel might have it.
What about Spamma Mart? They might have a deli.
All right,
Make some cold cuts.
I'm gonna go to Spam Mart.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to Spam Mart.
Okay. You're just gonna go ahead into the spam. Did I say what vendor was in there or no?
We have not walked in there, so no.
You go inside to see a ghoul with a cowboy hat on. Well, howdy there, friend. What brings you into my little store on here?
Hey, do you have like a deli section?
Well, we do have a deli of sorts. But, what do you need, friend?
I look at Lena. Do you want a sandwich?
Yeah.
All right. Virgil, do you want a sandwich?
Sure, yeah, sounds great.
We gotta get like 5 for Sven.
Yeah, he's very hungry. Wait, Sven has all our money.
Guess we'll
Can my
have to
dad
barter.
bring it back?
Oh, well, I'm sorry,
Can my dad bring
hun,
the money
but
back?
you're out-of-towners, and I don't necessarily trust all them smooth folk if you catch my drift.
Well, shucks. I'll kick a stone.
Oh, and he looks over to Virgil. I didn't know you had my brother with you. Well, howdy there, friend. He comes over and daps you up. Come here, my good rotten brother. How are you?
Doing just fine.
Now take this for the go. A little something from me to keep yourself out of trouble now. And he tosses a little box at you, and inside are 4 sandwiches.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice. We did it, guys.
Yeah. And see, you thought there wasn't going to be a deli.
You wouldn't happen to have a kitchen here, would you?
No, not for your kind, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Well, that's not nice.
A man's good charity
He's
can
actually
only
a
go...
really good cook.
A man's good charity can only go so far without any trust.
Well, no, we didn't say we wanted charity. What if he gives you some of the food that he cooks?
Last time I let a super mutant into my establishment, he almost shot me.
Well, he doesn't have
assure
a
you.
gun.
You are in luck.
yeah. I
You
show
are
him
in
my
luck.
hands.
This super mutant is incapable of firing firearms.
Oh, but he does
Yeah,
have
look,
a mighty...
he doesn't have fingers.
Oh, but he does have a mighty heavy swing with that melee weapon he has there.
Why do you think his meats are so tender? He's punching the crap out of them with those things.
I'm sure, sweetie, but my answer's no.
Fair enough.
Would you happen to need a new lung? Maybe a spine transplant?
He gives you a look of like, the fuck? Are you threatening me? And he kind of takes his double barrel and slaps it on the counter.
No. I have cybernetics and I'm willing to trade for the use of your kitchen.
He looks at you and says, "Oh, don't go pushing that horse shit on me. Cybernetics? What are you living in? The 31st century? The fuck no. That ain't a thing."
I pull out the mechanical lung and show it to him.
You're gonna freak him out.
That's just balloon. You're stupid.
Pull out the bionic eye and show it to him.
Oh, that's just a little marble in there.
Fair enough. Okay. I still need to repair the damage to the bionic heart.
Is there like a kitchen in view?
So I don't know if you remember it, James, but he
I don't
only
think
did
I've
like
been here.
well, no. So he made it just a workbench, and it's all of it. It's so you don't have to have a separate like cooking space and a separate alchemy space and a separate whatever. Everything can be done at the workbench.
Oh, at the guard post?
Yeah, at any workbench, you can do everything, all the crafting stuff. So, like if Virgil wants to fix that heart, he could try to do that at the workbench. You can make guns, you can do your cooking, all of that at a workbench.
Well, let's get out of this gentleman's hair then.
Cool.
Yeah, so if you're gonna go,
We
you would just go do that at the workbench.
thank the man for his time and go to leave.
fish for you, Chet. Okay?
So, what you thinking about cooking?
I just have cactuses on me. And Sven has the car.
No, you should have all the uncooked ingredients.
No.
You just storing everything in the car?
There, 4 sandwiches.
No, there is no food in the car.
Sven's been carrying all the food.
Now, I've been carrying all the cooked food, but every time we've gotten any kind of ingredients, I told him to write that down because he was the cook.
Oh shit. Oh well.
Well, beyond the food and the cooking and all that, what do you want to do on this side of the gate? Before we head back to Sven.
You said something about going to check out that plant.
Yeah. I guess I want to repair this, these 4 damaged mechanical hearts, and then we'll go check out the water plant.
Okay. You managed to salvage the parts up, and you have fixed the 4 to turn them into 2, jerry-rigging and such, as you jerry-rig 2 of the hearts to be fixed by cannibalizing the parts from the other 2.
Cool. Alright, let's go check out this water plant. See if they'll even let us in.
Onward.
We get there and we have a look around, see if we can just walk in or if somebody's at the door or what.
Okay, so you get over to the crater water plant. It looks like a normal water plant, as there's like spitting, steam coming up out of the vents in the top, steam billowing up, and there is a front door if you wish to enter, although there's a couple guards in front of it. What do you want to do?
Finn is usually the fast talker. Suppose we don't have any real arguable reason to go in. The best we can tell them is that we've been checking the whole line and we just want to check on it. They may not go for that, though.
You could always kind of tell them the truth, right? Hey, I've been repairing the water lines. I'm here to take a water sample to make sure the repair stuff. telling them the truth. And I mean, worst case is they say
I was telling him I lost my baseball in there. Like it went through a window or something. I can feel the cute lost kid.
That's not a bad idea.
But you have to drop that other one.
Or we can distract them. Somebody can distract them and
No.
somebody else go in and poke around.
Let's go with your idea.
I lost my baseball.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like an entryway
Again,
with like a
there's an
security
entry
guard or
doorway
anything?
to like what would appear like in a main office kind of thing, but there's a couple guards in front of that door.
Okay. I walk up to the guards. Hey guys, I kind of broke a window and lost my ball in back there in the corner. Can I go get it, please? And I do
The
like the
guard,
Puss in Boots eyes.
the guard looks down at you. Roll me a persuasion.
Oh shit! What did I do? I refreshed my whole freaking thing. I'm sorry. Stand by. Okay, persuasion.
Damn.
24.
Okay. Versus his insight. He says, well, I guess you could go over and get your ball. Just be quick about it. I don't want you getting stuck in the plant, and careful of that radiation, smooth skin. I don't need you ruining your nice, precious new face while you're so young and live.
Thanks, mister. I
I think
go
we just
inside.
follow her in.
Well, as you approach the, whoa there, buckaroos, what are you two doing here?
Making sure the kid doesn't get into things she shouldn't.
Well, we have guards posted everywhere, and the kid's able to get in there. Just gonna be a minute or two getting their ball, and we don't need to have a whole party going in after them.
Well, but what about the radiation? If the ball's in a place that's got radiation, they already have the
If you
radiation.
find radiation near the area, there's designated signs where radiation's present. Go find a guard, and he'll go get the ball for you.
Okay. I kind of look at the guys and shrug. What am I gonna do?
And we just shoo you along.
All right, I go inside. I start poking around.
Okay, so inside the um, inside the water power plant, right? Or the water plant. You see that it's just a normal water plant. However, there is literally a crater inside. They built a factory around a crater where in the middle of the crater is a hot spring that is sending up water. And from that hot spring, they're pumping the water up through the crater of the hot spring. And you can see a giant glowing rock in the middle of it. And they're pumping out water into separate tanks and filtration systems. And as soon as you take a couple steps in, your Pip-Boy goes off with a guy kind of going, and it's like hovering as it goes beep 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 beep. Roll me a radiation check.
That's a cheesecake.
21.
You manage to pass as you quickly back off from the area, and you don't take any rads, but it's stacked up pretty high, like, and you like back off. The whole place is irradiated to fuck.
I was coming in to see if it was irradiated, right?
The goal was really to try to get to see if they were doing anything else with the water here, and maybe even get a sample to see if it was the same drug water and that kind of stuff. But like,
I mean, I can't get close
That's
enough
it.
to do it, so I'm just going to go back out.
As you head back out, one of the guards says, "Did you get your ball, kid?"
No, as soon as I walked in there, like it was radiated.
Well, that's to be expected. It is high contamination in there for little humans like you. Like I said, if it was just on the outskirts, maybe you could get it. But if it's further in, we'll have a guy go check in for it.
Okay, mister. Thank you.
No problem, kid.
Guys, we're going to have to like come back. There's literally a crater in there, and there's like this glowing rock. And there's water flowing everywhere, but like I think the water is coming from the green, the radiated stuff. I don't know of a way to get to it. There's no way to turn it off. Wait, do we have a suit or something that can take rads?
We do not. We have yet to find one. Let alone one in child size.
So, what are y'all gonna do now?
And do we want to go to the motel and wait for Sven? Or we can go check out that hospital. Have we been there yet?
We have not. And going to the motel won't do us any good. Sven's got a lot of money. I suppose we do have a little bit of money, but that would require me to drink the Nuka-Colas first. Probably not enough for 3 people.
What if we take some, I don't know, some animal fat and shove it in the necks of the bottles and plug them up and take the caps off? I don't know. I don't know what else we could use to seal it up.
Hmm.
Trying to be resourceful. My brain is not braining.
Well, while you're braining the brain on that, we'll head back over to Sven. So, Sven, you are
Okay.
coming, cruising down. You get about middle of the road. What do you want to do?
I am going to head for. I'm going to ask somebody where the leader's office is and head there.
Okay. When you ask one of the guys on the side of the road, and they're like, "Leader's office? What do you mean, sir? Are you not from around here?"
No, been doing some work. Have some things to report into directly to the leader here about an impending uh, nuclear bomb.
Oh, that sounds serious. Well, the governor's office is around the corner. How long you been out of town for?
This is my first time being here. I got started doing some work for one of the field sergeants.
Oh, military man, I see, I see. Well, like I said, governor's office around the corner. Just mind your own, just mind your business. And no, I don't know what you're talking about, a nuclear bomb, though. Haven't had one of those in a long time. And what, pre-war? Ain't no thing, but I understand. You got your little codes for everything. Military always doing something now. All fancy little code words, bomb this, bomb that, take this, operation such and such. I understand. The sheriff tips his cap to you and sends you on your way.
All right.
Yeah,
With that, I
park a car on the side of the road.
yep.
Park your car, get out, and it looks like a normal politician's office. Little nice little chisel rockway out front. You walk over, push the door open, hear a little ding inside, see a little secretary at the front. Little waiting area, magazines, books, radios on. Smells of sanitized perfume in here.
All right.
It's got one of those like little water things that like heats up the hot water, cools it down, and gives you like a little tea at the side. Water bubbler.
Yeah. So I go up to her and I say, "Hey, I'm Sergeant Sven. I've been doing a lot of work on the outskirts here, getting getting supply lines, fixing water lines, things of that like that. Um, yeah, I've been in that. We have found there's a nuclear bomb set to go off in less about 20 days.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, well, I believe you'll want to talk to the governor about that. It seems that you
Yeah.
know more than I need to hear. She clicks a button and says, "Oh, Governor, it seems one of your sergeants can't keep his lips shut, but we'll seal it all up with bubble gum and send him on his way in." And clicks it out. "You may go in now." And she flips a button and the door slowly rotates open.
Okay.
You come inside to see your typical stock office. A nice little couple guns on the side wall, maybe a mounted deer, a bookshelf of encyclopedias and all kinds of other little law books. As the governor swivels around in his chair from looking out the window and smoking a cigar and says, "Well, boy, you sure can't keep your damn mouth shut. I'd recommend you do that a bit more, but maybe you'll have to have a talk to your commanding officer. Now, besides that, why do you need to know and tell me about the thing that I already know is going on?"
Well, I didn't know if the news had made it to you yet.
"We don't
Do you know
send
where it's
boys in, we get it all by radio, and of course I know. It's coming up from up the chain. They're launching a nuke to go over and bomb that Hill Seas place with all those stupid abominations over there. Get it out of our heads in Trade Center and make sure they can't get out of this one. Give me your badge and ID number. I'm writing you up, boy. This is a grievous breach of privacy."
So, Cactus, I just want to be clear. Did it sound like he's talking about the same one that I know of? Or does that sound like it was something else?
It sounds like a similar one that you know of, as if the information you're receiving is like, "Yeah, I know about it. We already were informed. It's going through. This has already been done." Like, what? It's like upper management saying, "Hey, we're gonna have a busy day on Thanksgiving," and the manager says, "Oh my God, we're gonna have a busy day on Thanksgiving." "Yeah, we sent the report out a couple days ago." The fuck?
Okay. Okay. So I'm sorry, in my mind I misheard it. The way it sounded like they were like responsible for doing this.
No, like he's gotten the orders already that they're doing it. It's like information's already been passed down the chain, and you're from the lower chain coming to the upper chain to tell the upper chain something. And it's like, what are you talking about? We already sent the message out. Why are you here? Why are you telling me?
Okay.
He's asking for your ID number.
Yeah. So, Governor, do you know where it's coming from?
"I don't have to share this information with you, and I believe I asked for your tag, boy."
So I didn't ask you to share with me where it was coming from. I asked if you knew where it was coming from, so we can stop it from blowing this place up.
Boy, I don't know what information you're getting, where you're getting it from, or who the cotton picking officer sent you to me to tell me what I already know about something going down. It's not hitting here. If it was hitting here, this place would be evacuated and no one would be here right now. It's not hitting here. You're stupid. What? You press the button. "Caroline, did you send in to me some crazy person? Get him out of my office." God. Gotta lock up their sock wards better. Sheesh. But I don't know what stress you're going on about, but it seems like you've hit the loony bin. Get yourself a drink down at the bar. Tell him I sent you for the drink and be on your way. Fucking Christ. Leave your dog tag or leave your ID number out by the secretary, please, and we'll write this up to your reporting officer. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. Giving me orders.
Okay.
My jurisdiction, my...
Okay. With that, I leave.
Do you drop off your ID number?
I mean, I drop off my ID number. I don't have one for them.
You write out your military ID number, and she just records it. Eventually, when they look it up, like, oh my god, he's been dead! Or you should have been dead anyway.
Maybe you're the one that needs a drink. Talking to dead people.
But anyways, you leave. Now what are you going to do?
I'm going to take the car back and go find everybody.
As you go to get in your car and take it around, you get to about here before the sheriff says, "Whoa there, partner," as you hear a siren go, and slows down in like front of you and says, he gets out and says, "Hold it there, boy. I just got a call over from the governor's office talking about a crazy man wearing a nice military uniform and coming into town and saying some very weird stuff. Would you mind coming down to the station with me and getting this sorted out?"
Sure.
Hop on in my car, we'll get you on down here.
Okay.
As you hop in his car, he takes you over down the street here to a nice little secluded parks, and sends you inside to a small building. Says, "Just right this way. Go in that door there." Do you walk in?
What do I see around me?
Around you see a nice small sheriff's office building. Do you choose to walk in the building?
Okay, so I do see a sheriff's office. Okay.
Yeah, it's a sheriff's office building. It has people inside. There's a few people working at desks, open windows. Looks like a 1950s sheriff's office.
I would like to roll insight on his intentions, because I feel, like he's going to try to fucking bring me in an office and make me disappear.
Roll me insight.
Okay. That's a 48.
Your 48 comes back with, it feels genuine. He's genuine, like, "Hey, I got a call. It's concerning. Let's get you on in. Seem like a nice guy. Just met you, but gotta do my duty here and bring you on in, talk to you, see what's going on, and see if I can release you if you're going to be in for punishment."
Sure. So I go in with him.
As you walk in with him, he sends you in first. Says, "Okay, walk through that door there. Go through the double door on the other side of the table." As you walk in, you see a office where there's an acrylic panel and then a couple open holes for you to be able to talk through, where you sit on one side and he sits on the other.
All right.
As you walk in, he goes and locks the door, so you're locked in the acrylic wall. It's just a formality, in case I have to detain you. Now, pulls out a pen, pencil, and then hits a tape recorder on the side. "Now, tell me about this information that you've been here. You said you were told by your chain of command to come up here and tell the governor of some urgent news of some kind of plan. I've been mostly briefed on what's occurring, so I know of some of what's going on. But I need you to start from the beginning and tell your story.
Sure. I wasn't told by my chain of command to come here. That's not what I told him. I'm the one who found the information.
Where'd you find this information out from?
Uh, at a bunker.
Where was this bunker located?
I pull out the Pit Boy and show it to him.
Oh. Around that area, okay? Records down the coordinates. Okay. So in that area you found a bunker. How'd you get the information from the bunker?
In that bunker, we found some holotapes.
Holotapes, CSC, okay.
We decoded them, and that tied us into a radio frequency. We tracked where the radio frequency was and determined what it was doing.
And what was this frequency doing?
It was a countdown for a bomb.
Mm. And you said this is a nuclear bomb?
Yep.
I see. Okay. So countdown for a nuclear bomb, and continue your story.
Well, we got notification when we found this that it was going to be about 2 months, and then we intercepted another signal saying that the countdown had been accelerated, and now it's down to about 26, 27 days. Point of origin is close to here. We needed to travel through the city to get there. We decided to warn the governors so that they could try to help clear people out and maybe offer assistance, but they don't seem to care about that. So
You do understand the absurdity of your claim, do you not?
well, if you sit here and tell me you've already been briefed on what's happening, and the governor already said he knew about it, can't be that absurd, can it?
I've been briefed on some, but I'm just doing my duty here, sir, of recording the information and then making a judgment after everything's been said and done from both sides. Continue your story, though.
I mean, that is the story.
So you went to a bunker at these coordinates. After finding that bunker, you decided to rummage around through it. You found some codes that decrypted to a radio signal. That radio signal told you a countdown on a terminal and told you that the bomb was heading for here, specifically. And
No, it does not tell us. Doesn't tell us where it's going. It's a large enough detonation that it's not really going to matter where it hits here. But it's being launched
I see. So
very close.
wherever it goes off at, wherever it may be, is big enough to hit the entire area, this side of the state, and that when it does go off, that it's enough to be worried and succinct about. You came from this outside bunker, drove all the way from there into town, went past the guard checks, went past the ghoul town, and came all the way to here to get inside to warn the governor about an incoming crisis of a nuclear bomb that you found all this information out about and such. And you said the governor knew something about this, or at least some sort of it, and so you lied to the governor that you were part of command, and that you have military backing.
No, that's not what I said. I do work for. Uh, I've been doing work for Sergeant Axel Rose.
Okay.
You said that they told me to come here. I did not say that they told me to come here. I found the information and brought it straight here because this is the most direct path to get me to where the bomb is located.
Gotcha. Um, I'll be right back then and make a few calls, and we'll see if you can be on your merry way. He stops the recording and slides you what appears to be a Snickers in the meantime. Or a Muncha bar, essentially the same thing as a Snickers. So I'll be out in a minute. Munch on that for a bit. And opens and closes the door and sits down, takes a sip of his coffee, and does a few bit of calls and ringing. You just hear mumbles of sound. So what are you going to do now, Sven?
Um, Not much I can do except I can try to listen,
Okay.
hear what they're talking about. Um, yeah, probably not. It's like a 12.
So you don't hear very much other than the mumbling and the few words you do make out. And the few words you make out are just of, like, yeah, I heard him out. He's kind of crazy, but let me hear your side then, Mayor. We then cut back to the rest of y'all. But before we continue, okay, so you were waiting for him, and he eventually comes back into the office. Well, as it stands, you are working for Axel Rose. That is confirmed. However, Axel did not brief you beyond the point of doing beyond doing our dear glorious organization work for the resupply runs, and this, this breaches some command structure. Because of that, I'm gonna have to detain you for at least a day in jail overnight while we get everything sorted out, but it should be good within maybe a day or two, depending. Major issues while your contract is up with them. Beyond that, it appears you have some information that you really shouldn't have. So detain for 2 days, and then we'll go from there and see what the governor thinks while they discuss it. So maximum probably a 5-day litigation period, and then about 5-day litigation period, and then you'll be free to go. depending on how things come out. But overall, shaken out or not, I can confirm for you there is a strike. The strike is being done by the military, and it is not here. Destination's far out, near kind of like the rimage coast of the state, more towards far east. If that helps you by. Should only be feeling a couple shock waves, but that's about it.
Ernest almost made his client regret paying him $5,000 to draw a portrait of Michael Jackson. At first, it looked like he had no idea what he was doing.
Okay.
Scribbling charcoal all over the paper.
I'll leave you in there for a little while longer, and then I'll come and get you. I gotta do some paperwork. But just hang tight now. And he gets up and closes the door. So what are you thinking, Sven?
So I'm going to use the Pit Boy, and I'm going to message the team about what's going on.
How are you going to message him through the Pip-Boy?
I thought they had radio.
Do you have receiver radio? I thought the radio was just radio as in like you can receive outside radio signals and shit. Or emergency broadcast messages. I didn't think you all had a radio, like a walkie-talkie radio set up in your Pip-Boy as a mod.
Oh, okay, so it's a separate mod? Okay.
To everyone else, it's been about 4 or 5 hours and Sven has not come back yet.
That's a really tough one, because, like, the only thing we could really do is fight our way in, and that's, like, a huge escalation for him just not showing up.
He never doesn't come back, though.
True. I mean,
And
you
I
could
kind of
try...
feel like it's weird that nothing has exploded.
That is true.
Like, it's been a while.
There's always explosions with us.
Yeah.
Shui. Tell me about it.
I'm worried about going to find him, though. Because if he's still at, like, as far as we know, he's still at the governor's place, right?
Maybe.
Where's the car? Let's go
He-
find the car.
He took
Where's
the
Sven?
car.
He did what?
He took the
Sven
car.
has the car.
Yeah, I know. Let's go find it.
He's on the other
Can't
side.
go to that.
Yeah, they won't let us in there. Lena could probably get in there, though. She can get in there. It's just us that can't. We're idiots. Lena, go find your dad.
Okay.
So as
I
evening,
go.
So as evening rolls around and you're heading for the gate, the officer says, "Okay, bud, time to put you in your cell for the night. Come on with me now." Do you walk with him?
I would like to. I would like to try to roll persuasion to get him to let me go.
You can attempt. It's gonna be pretty damn fucking hard, though.
Sure.
Bound by honor and justice.
That is a 36.
Wow.
Let's see if he rolls for his judgment. So, you pass, as his judgment was rolled lower, and he says, I guess. Look. Oh, what the hell. You're gonna be stuck here anyways. It's not like you're going anywhere, and you're bound by your job, so it's not like you're running any place. Just stick on this side of town, and don't go running for it. Don't make our job any harder than it needs to be. Look, here, he passes you a little coupon. Use that for a night's stay in the Rooker Hotel.
Right. I need to reach the rest of my team on the other side of the wall. How can I do that?
Well, if you go down to a payphone, were they checked in anywhere?
No, I have all of our money. We weren't planning on staying. We were passing through. But, one of them's a ghoul and one of them's a super mutant, so...
We'll do a broadcast announcement on the side wall. We'll give you a patched-in signal, and you can talk through a payphone, and they can answer a payphone on the opposite side.
Sounds good.
He sits down at his desk, brings up his radio, clicks in, as you hear from the wafting, and then on the other side of the wall, will the partners or compatriots that thereof of the group, known as their friend Sven, please come to the payphone of 006 on East Street. That is correct. 006 on East Street. Answer the payphone, please.
Well, I guess we should get going there.
Yeah.
You have 30 minutes to get to 006 payphone.
Alright, guys, let's go.
Roll me a survival check
Yeah.
to see if you know which payphone that is.
I pass.
You run for about 15 minutes to get to the payphone around the center of the block. You grab it and pick it up. Who wants to talk to him?
I'll do it.
The sheriff gives you
Maybe
a
they'll
thumb.
let me in.
The sheriff gives you a thumbs up, Sven, as you're next to the payphone outside of the police station.
Okay. Yeah, so I pick it up. So they want to detain me for a couple of days to get more information. Apparently they knew about this, but we weren't supposed to know about it.
So they just want to know what the source is.
I mean, I've already told them the source. You still have the... I forget, do you have the things or do I have them?
I should have them. We can send them through the gate with Lena, with the instructions on the order to load them in.
Nice, Ben.
Yep. Hey, yeah, send Lena through with that stuff. I'll give her some money. Y'all can get a room.
Oh, I gotta bring him a sandwich.
Yes. So
So you
I
wanna-
hand those
so you-
tapes and the instructions and the sandwich to Lena.
What's the instructions of?
The load order for those holotapes that we found in the cave that gave us the information on the launch.
So you're directing Lena to go to the gate?
Yeah, Lena's gonna try to come to the gate with the tapes.
Okay.
And a sandwich.
You run on over to the gate. The guards see you. They get a ring from the sheriff saying that someone will be by. They say, "Little girl, who are you?"
I'm Sven's kid.
"Oh, you're that man's kid." "Okay." Sheriff says send us on through. Go on in, Squirt.
I wave.
Sven, what do you do now that you are outside the office? As you're still on the payphone.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of keep an eye about what's going on, just moving around.
You see Lena running down the sidewalk like a kid in the 80s movie at the end scene of a movie running towards their dad to reunite. Backpack and all.
I'm waving the sandwich. I'm so proud of that sandwich because I knew there was a deli there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I meet up with Lena. I explain to her what's just happened. And I tell her, like, I don't know, something just doesn't feel right about all of this. Um,
I mean, fuck these guys. Don't stay.
well, I will have to kill everything on the way out of here.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, take the car back.
Really?
Yep, take the car back with you over there, and
So are they going to let you talk to us every day, or like, can I come back and forth? Like,
I don't know. Um,
Well, you have that pass for the motel or hotel.
yeah, I have one for the hotel here.
well, if we go stay at the other hotel, maybe we can just call.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I give you. I hand you the money. Tell you to take the car and bring it back over there to everybody. I'm gonna do what I can to talk my way out of this, but we'll see what has to happen from there.
All right, I get in the car. Oh, I give him all the stuff too.
You get in the car. Now, what I'm saying is that you have a pass to stay at the Rooker Motel.
I do?
Yes, because that's what he got the pass for, to stay at the Rooker Hotel. So what I thought you all were going to do was you would stay at the Rooker Hotel with Sven, so you have your side of a base, and that gives you a phone to call with. And the other guys would try to stay at the motel over there, or rather you would, because you're a kid, you can go in between. You would drive the car out, or they would stay in the car and rinse. Yeah.
Yeah, just take the money and stuff and the car and get it to the guys so they can get a room.
Okay.
I need you to roll me a sleight of hand check to drive this car.
Okay. Move, dog. 24. That's like my number tonight, apparently.
Without managing to knowing anything, you manage to slowly and wobbly drive the car on past. They let you through as you kind of park it over near a tree. The rest of you, the two of you, see from down the street here, the car that Lena's driving in a swervy fashion before parking it and getting out and waving at you.
Excuse me.
Did you drive that by yourself?
I did.
That's good. Did you hit anything?
Nothing of real.
Nothing of value.
Yeah, nothing that really mattered.
Good.
Radroach or two, maybe a garbage can here and there.
I see those driving lessons paid off.
That's right. Thanks, buddy.
Anytime.
All right, so here's some money and the other stuff that I don't remember. He said he's going to try and talk his way out of this, but he doesn't know. So, I guess like I can go back and forth, or we're hoping that from one motel to the other we'll have a phone and we can talk back and forth that way. So not really a good plan. He knows more than they do, which apparently makes people scared.
Well, I guess we don't have a choice.
Yeah, I guess we all just go to sleep and figure things out tomorrow.
So do you head on back over with Sven, or do you stay with the boys here at the motel?
I'm going to go back over with Sven.
Okay.
because I'm nosy and I want to find out what's going on.
So you head back over with Sven. They have the car. They're able to get a stay at the motel. When you head on over, because you're a ghoul, you get a discount, and you're able to get into the motel, paying 6 caps instead of 12 a night. And Sven, do you head on over to the Rooker Hotel?
Yeah.
It's a very fancy 1950s hotel. When you get in, there's a nice 1-bedroom room with two beds, a TV, a couple chairs. Typical 1950s hotel motel looking thing.
Okay. Yeah, go and I check in and
Lena's with you as you all get to your room. Now, what do you want to do?
Does the TV work?
Yeah?
I'm going to sit down and watch TV.
You turn it on and the TV is just doing reruns of westerns.
I'm just going to relax for a little bit. And then maybe fall asleep.
yeah, I think we're just gonna rest for the night.
So you all rest up for the night, getting your long rest. Next day rolls around as you're able to wake up, and this is kind of how it goes for essentially the next kind of couple days. I don't know if you wanted to try to do something to like get out or break out, but essentially it's to get called down to the office. They ask you a few more questions. You're allowed to go back. You go back to your motel room, rinse, repeat for about 5 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wait it out and talk my way out of it.
How are you holding up over there, you boys and girls, as it's getting later into the night? Okay. So, first day rolls on by. As the first day comes to pass, you walk down to the office, and he says, "Nah, I got all the information I had from you, and I got the information I had from him. My question is why do you care? I've been given a list of questions, and the first is, why do you care? What's in this for you?"
Well, my goal in all of this, it's hard to explain, I guess, without starting a little bit from the beginning here. I'm a vault dweller. I come from before all of this shit. I served this country and I protected people because it was my calling to do so. Seeing the state of what's left and the way people are to each other and what they're doing to each other is just sickening. And I'm doing what I can to try to fix things. These nuclear blasts happened, cost me everything and everybody that I know. At that point, I pull up the holo tape information and I show it to him so he can see whatever's left on the countdown and everything.
Do you mind if I
It's
take a
happened.
look at these through my terminal?
You gonna give them back?
Well, yes, I will.
Then sure.
I can do it even right in front of you. He takes out a briefcase and sticks it up and hooks it up in a plug and sticks in the sequence of them and says, "Yep, it appears to be showing the same information you showed me." He shuts the computer down and gives you your disk drives back.
Yeah, now I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it seems like they're not really trying to solve this problem and why they would want to stop the person who is. From what I can tell, based off of this information, this is being done by what the hell are the names? Yeah, it's being done by the Quarks. I mean, have you heard about what's up north yet? Mutant devil claws that have been made? Right here by where I got this information from, there's a town full of them. When those things move out, they're going to cause death and destruction. I mean, you're asking me why I care. I mean, my question is, why does it seem like nobody else does? You still there? Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
I hear you.
You cut out for me, what'd you say?
Just making sure y'all are still there.
Yep. What'd you say? Before the check-in. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I mean, I've said a lot, so
Yeah, I just gave you
basically,
back the term. I just gave you back the terminal tapes, and then you were just quiet for a long time.
okay, I didn't hear you say that. Must have been a comms issue there then.
So he gives you back
Yeah.
the tapes. Now what?
Ask him if he can put me in touch with Sergeant Axel Rose.
He says to you, yeah, I can do that. Hold for a moment. Brings in a telephone and hooks her up. Okay, I've called up Axel Rose. You got the phone line.
Yeah, so I just take a minute and I tell Axel Rose about all the things we did for all the supply lines, all of the outposts, and kind of just go over everything that has led us to where we are at now. And then, ask her why we're being held instead of being allowed to go help stop this problem. All right, can you hear me? Because you're not lighting up on my end.
Now I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just so I heard you
That's
say, yeah, he
weird,
called
man.
for me. Yeah. And I'm lighting up in Discord, and Jackie was lighting up in Discord, but nothing was coming from you. Like yours, not even sound, but like it wasn't lighting up that you had any audio input going into Discord.
That's weird, man.
So did you hear what I said to
You
her?
said you wanted to talk to Axel Rose, and then you cut off there, and I said you got the phone. What did you say to Axel Rose?
Okay. So I check in with Axel Rose, and I tell her, what we did for the supply lines and the water supply and the outpost and all of the things that we've done. Tell her about what we found, and I ask her why they are holding me instead of allowing me to continue to try to solve this problem. Giggles and Robbie, can y'all hear me when I'm talking?
Yes.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
I don't know. You just keep going in and then out for like long periods and stretches of time.
Perhaps it's the channel like last time.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we can switch channels. That's fine. Because, like I said, everybody else is
Because
hearing me. But
just like straight up, you'll be talking and then just stop. and then I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
And I'm not passing out. I know I'm like a little tired, but I'm not like passing out at my desk tired. You don't hear me snoring or anything.
Okay. Well, do you want to
Yeah, we'll hop down to
just
campaign
check
chat 3. Okay, what you thinking about doing here?
So, what I tell her, I kind of do a check-in with her. I tell her about what we've done for the God, now I can't even think. The for the supply post, for the outpost, the supply lines. Um, tell her about the um, those creatures that we found up north. Um, how we've been saving their people, how we fixed the water line. And then I ask her, why am I being held instead of being allowed to continue doing my work?
She says, listen in close. The people up there at your area are walled off for a reason. They are what you would call, not a slave class, but one who's not allowed to leave the property. Clean gene stock, if you will, with all the genetic experiments you've been seeing going around. And I know that you've found out what the water line holds. Where do you think they get fresh test subjects? They keep the nice and pretty, and they keep the ghouls on the outside to run the dirty stuff. Best I can do is the governor wants to keep you there from getting information out. Try to make a deal with the governor that you'll do some odd jobs in the slave zone because you have access to a ghoul and a super mutant. If you can leverage that enough, you might be able to get your way further in.
Okay.
On paper, it's going to look like you're selling your friends out, which I know you're not doing, but it's the best chance you have. He's trying to control information. Use that to your advantage. But also don't play too much with the fireworks as he controls the area there. Just be a good citizen and be a good man of the military that you can be. Got it?
Sure.
That's all I can do for advice. I can't give you anything other than that.
Well, that's more than I had. All right, and with that, I get off the phone with Axel Rose. And I leave, and I go to try to talk to the governor.
Well, the sheriff stops and says, "Where are you going?"
I thought I was free to walk around as long as I didn't leave.
I just want to know where you're going, so I have a record.
Well, I haven't seen the town. I'm gonna, I got here. I went to the governor's office, and I was going to leave, and I couldn't leave. I figured, see what kind of stores and shops you have on this side of town, and
Well, go ahead. We can schedule up a little meeting for the governor. See if he responds. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
You got a few minutes that you can talk to the governor. He'll come on down by the station. You just stay here.
Okay.
So the governor comes in and says, "It is awfully late, sir. What do you want?" As he sits down in the room with you.
Uh, I feel like something happened here that I didn't understand, and we got off on the wrong foot. My team and I, the rest of them are waiting on the other side, the ghoul and the super mutant that are with me. We've been able to utilize our skills to get a lot of things done for you and this organization. We'd like to keep doing that kind of thing. What can we do to solve this problem so I can get out of here and keep doing the work I've been doing?
Well, I need you to stop yapping your fucking lips to every goddamn person you see.
Okay.
Also, what did you say before all this? You're muffled.
I was just telling them that I mentioned that we had a ghoul and a super mutant and that we've been doing work for them.
So he tells you, "Look, I need you to stop running your mouth." That's number one. Number two, he said you have a ghoul and a super mutant. Now how about this? I need some more work down over in the slave sector. You become their handler and send them on send them on some jobs, and we get things figured out. You complete enough jobs for me, we'll consider your transgressions here paid for. While you're in there, try your best not to upset any of the work going on, and I think you'll be fine. But you cannot leave the slave ring until you've completed at least 2 contracts.
All right.
Collars will be placed on your boys as soon as you pass the gate. You'll be the handler. Do you roll a persuasion?
Yeah. Uh, 40?
You're able to negotiate down the bomb collars to shock collars. That if they go beyond a certain area, they get shocked instead of blown up.
Okay. That's a plus.
And that's basically it. You're pretty much guaranteed to advance past this point because you have a couple perks that are put towards your charisma, right?
Yeah, I have cult of personality for one. Yeah.
Cult of personality, the one that makes people talk calmly to you, one that makes you agreeable in most cases. Or not see you in a bad light.
Yeah, cult of personality is the one that makes where everybody believes what I'm doing is for the best, or with the best intentions. Yeah.
So he's like, as long as you fulfill these contractual obligations, you complete 2 contracts, you'll be free to leave the slave sector. Until then, you can't leave the slave sector. This is about the lightest punishment I can give for the crime you committed and with the circumstances underneath here.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we agree, and go about doing, I go about trying to get everybody together.
Okay. You're gonna call over at the motel to come on by and to meet him at the gate. Do you guys drive over to meet him at the gate?
If they let me drive it, yeah.
Well, you're
No.
with Sven, and the other 2 are on the other side of the gate. They called
Yeah.
them to
Oh,
drive it
that's
over.
right. That's right.
Oh yeah, I'll go over.
Yeah.
And I tell them what's going to happen.
What is it with you guys and making me wear collars?
Just think of it as a fashion statement.
It's what you said last time.
And you looked amazing the whole time.
I mean, I did.
We can find some shiny rocks and put it on there. Make it sparkly.
Ooh. Jams like shiny rock.
I am a walking bomb collar.
That's a shock collar.
I know, but still.
So we're ballers now, right?
All right. So did he give me the job, or did tell us
He is giving
where I'm
you the
going?
contract. What you're doing is that you are to take your retinue out of the town, go past the laser gate, and continue on forward. You'll get to the slave district. Upon getting into there, your car will be locked with a transmitter that will keep you inside. The shock collars on their end, and on your hand is a shock collar on a shock band on your wrist. If they go outside the region, they get shocked. Sorry. If they go outside the region, you get shocked. If you go outside the region, they get shocked. And if you're all out together, then you all get devastatingly shocked. The longer outside the region, it'll start pulsing and pulsing and pulsing till eventually it just goes full blast all the way through. Do you head on out?
Yeah.
Normally, under different circumstances, you'd stay in that town longer, but things have changed. So, back to the overworld map. You leave Tempensky to go across the bridge over to base Lenensky.
So how big is the slave area that he's saying we're stuck in?
So, do you see on the overworld map?
Yep, I see where you're circling.
The slave area is quite large. The outer routes to it are split between base Kalpon, base Lenensky, and base Vikarisk. There's different towns around. The only town around is cello. Is that cello or gello? Gello. Is gello slash cello. And there's the different slave camps of the different rings. Rings 1 through 3, 4 through 8, and 9. You've just passed the Damarung Bridge. Sorry, the Asterius Bridge is what you crossed. Which are 2 bridges out. The Asterius Bridge is going through Lenensky, and the Damarung Bridge, while it is open and anyone can pass through it, it is very old and rusty. On this map, you can see that Spiegel Grove is out in the ocean down here south, and there's a few other floating areas around. But in terms of, size, the map doesn't really show it, but it is a very big area for a small little island coastal thing that it is.
That's fine. So are we able to make it to Spiegel Grove in that ring, or is that going to be outside of the ring?
See, that's the thing, though. So you've entered base Lenensky. Think of it like this. The bases are the hub areas for the main stuff, right? You got a little bit of information upon getting in here. Let me pull that up for you. So the bases themselves act as the workhouses for each of the areas, right? And there's different rings based upon the rings of hell. Rings 1 through 3 deal with mostly manual labor work, but on the lighter end. Each ring that you go down, so 4 down to 8 and then 9, make the work worse as you go deeper down underground and into the deeper tunnels or the worst parts of the city. The deeper the ring level, the more dangerous the work or contract or job is, but the more valuable whatever is around there is. Make sense? This used to be the private district of the town that was Tempensky as a whole until some issues happened, and this is also kind of where the main underclass slave workforce is for the mafia, where you heard about all the druggies and all like the hardcore druggies that are, full on addicted and need that shit done, or that cross them. They're sent here. You're here to fulfill some contracts and hopefully be killed off by the harsh environment. So essentially you go into a base, fulfill some jobs in the base by working your asses off like you've done before. And as stated by the, stated by your commanding officer, I forget her name, Axel Rose, try to stay within the area. You gotta stay within this area, but technically Spiegel Grove is in that area, but getting there is another story. You can get a job in a contract and fulfill some stuff, but it might be harder to get there than intended.
That's fine. Alright, so I guess when we get here, we'll check in and see about getting jobs.
Copy your tokens. Dope. Here you are in base Lenensky. Upon getting inside, it is a double fortress walled-off area that appears to be more like a prison camp / city, a small town that's been converted into a large base. The area is fully guarded off with a chain link fence and a barrier. When you get inside, it is a highly compact, condensed city that looks like you're in kind of South Arizona, Mexico territory, as there's all kinds of bright colors and palm trees spread up around, sand and weird people moving between the streets. It's densely packed in here, and there's a bunch of things to explore, but we will get to those things in next session.